How's it going, everyone? Bit of an odd fella here. Back with another video, second of the day. And this video, which I've been hyping up for the past two, is the NFL predictions. Of course, NFL playoff starts tomorrow, and I'm very excited, and I'm sure you are too. I'm going to try to make this short and quick so you can move on with your day. But go check out my Asia Cup predictions, my AFCON predictions. Those went live yesterday and then earlier today. And go check out my gaming videos, edits, and the other things I have up. And leave in the comments your predictions and something you'd want me to upload, because sometimes I'm dry on ideas and I want to know what my viewers, if I have any, want to see. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, obviously, Ravens on a bye, so we'll get to them next round. But Texans-Browns could go either way. So, on one hand, you have the Texans, who are back with C.J. Stroud, and they actually played the Browns in the regular season, and the Browns barely won, but the C.J. Stroud was not playing in that game. So you can make an argument for both. On the other hand, you have the Browns, who obviously have the outstanding Joe Flacco straight off the couch, and then you also have the mediocre receiving core that they have, versus the Texans, who have a pretty good receiving core. And if I were to make a pick right on the spot, earlier I was thinking Browns, but then the fact that C.J. Stroud's back and all that, I feel like Texans could be the better pick. Although it's a toss-up. It really is. But I gotta move along here. I think for now, for this one, I'm going to do... Man. I feel like the rookie quarterback sensation, C.J. Stroud's just... Although he's coming back off injury, I don't know. I feel like the Browns are just gonna... Honestly, my gut says Browns, though. And I think I'm gonna stick with my gut. Let's go Cleveland Browns here. Moving on, Chiefs-Dolphins. On one hand, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Not much else to say. Actually, there is much else to say. What am I saying? Chiefs, Mahomes, and that's it. The receiving core can't catch. Travis Kelce is focusing on Taylor Swift right now, and they're not looking so great recently. And then on the other side, you have the Dolphins, who have arguably the best receiving core in the league. And you have Tua, who's been playing pretty good. And a lot of people have been picking the Dolphins in this game. This would be the first time Mahomes gets knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. And as much as I would want to see that, I feel like he's going to put up a strong case to not have that happen. But I feel like the Dolphins are just too good of a team. It's Tyreek's revenge game. Dolphins on, I don't know. I just like the Dolphins more. Oh, but another thing to add on to that, they also have not never, but the record against teams with winning records is very poor, which could be used against the Dolphins. but I think the Dolphins are just too good of a team to go against. So, Miami Dolphins I'm going to take right here. And now going on to our final first round wild card AFC game, Bills versus Steelers. Steelers don't have TJ Watt, are kind of banged up on defense. Offensively, I don't think Kenny Pickett's starting. And the Bills are just, Josh Allen is him. Josh Allen is balling out. And I think in the 2 versus 7 games, you really have to, there's not much thinking other than if there's injuries. And for here, the Bills are pretty good. And Steelers a bit banged up. Their best player is hurt. I don't know what's going on with Kenny Pickett, but he's not doing good when he's in, and when he's not in, we have Mason Rudolph, who's, I don't know if you trust Mason Rudolph in a playoff game, so Buffs. Moving on to NFC. Here we go. Okay, so Bucks Eagles. This is the hardest game. Now, you could look at the Eagles and say, yeah, they've won one game in January, in all of December and January combined. And that was against my Giants. I was actually at the Week 18 game where they smoked them. But A.J. Brown is hurt. I don't know if he's playing. I don't think he's playing in the game. Devontae Smith's hurt. Jalen Hurts' finger went backwards. But do you trust Baker Mayfield to win a playoff game for a team that won their division at 8-9? They won the worst division in the NFL. So the worst division winners, or a much better record team who hasn't won in a while and kind of just blew it in the last few weeks of the season. As much as everyone's taking the Buccaneers, I feel like the Eagles are just going to get their stuff together and they're going to say, hey, we got to fix something. And I'm sure they're practicing this. They know what they have to do. And I feel like the Eagles are going to get by, but it's going to be close. I'm going to go Eagles, but it might come back to haunt me later. Now, next game, you got Rams-Lions. It's the Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff revenge game. It's a lot of things are happening here. Well, actually, no, it's really only the Jared Goff-Matthew Stafford trade, which went down in history, allowing the Rams to win that Super Bowl. But the Lions are hosting their first playoff game in who knows how long. And the Rams, despite having an electric offense, I feel like the Lions are just going to bring the energy. They're just going to bring This game was set up almost so perfectly for the Lions. This hasn't happened in so long. They haven't won the NFC North in so long. They haven't hosted a playoff game in so long that they know what they have to do. Detroit. Now, last game, Cowboys-Packers. Mike McCarthy revenge game. If he loses this, he is gone from the Cowboys job coaching. He knows he has to win. Packers snuck in at the end. I I feel like the Cowboys are just too good all around for the Packers to really stop them in any way. So Dallas. Back over to the AFC side. Ravens versus Dolphins. Now, you can make an argument for a little Miami run here, but the Ravens, they're the 1 seed for a reason. They have Lamar Jackson, who is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, dominant run game, dominant defense, and if they just have to contain Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Mostert, and maybe A-Chain if they have to, I feel like they have a good shot at winning the game. Now, for the Dolphins, if they want to win, they're going to have to put in lots of effort, work. And I feel like the Dolphins are just going to meet their match right here. Ravens are just... I feel like the Ravens are just going to pile too much on them for the Dolphins to handle. I love Mike McDaniel, but I feel like Ravens are just the pick. Bills-Browns. Now, do you go for the couch quarterback straight from home, or do you go for the MVP candidate, one of the best, the best player on his team, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and Stephon Diggs and that team? Now, I love the Browns, and if the Browns could play in the NFC or AFC Championship, that'd be awesome. But I feel like the Bills are just the correct pick here. The Bills, similarly to the Ravens, the Bills are just gonna pile too much on early, and the Browns are not gonna be able to catch up on offense. Their offense isn't there. Like, Joe Flacco's been cooking, but I feel like their offense just isn't 100%. I don't think it's up to par with the Bills defense. That's what I think. Bills, Ravens, AFC Championship. Down to the NFC side, we have Niners, Eagles. So, Eagles. I have them sneaking by the Buccaneers. No shot they're beating the 49ers. There is zero chance, and I'm saying this right now. There's still a low chance they beat the Buccaneers, but if they do, they're not getting another game passed. There's no way. 49ers are so good. They are stacked on both sides of the ball. Now, the only question I have is CMC going to play? Because I know he messed up his calf for the bazillionth time, and I don't even know what to do. But going forward, I know the 49ers are winning. I'm picking them. But going forward, there's just... I have a bad feeling about the 49ers' fate if CMC doesn't come back. Now, Cowboys, Detroit Lions. Oh, man. You have on one hand a man playing for his job right now in Mike McCarthy for the Cowboys. Or coaching for his job, I should say. And on the other hand, you have the team that's barely had any playoff experience in a long time, and it's really gonna come down to who wants it more in this one. you have is the dynamic duo of Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff going to be on par? Is Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery going to split touches, or is it going to be more one-sided towards Montgomery? Or Gibbs, probably Montgomery. Or are the Cowboys going to be able to link up with Lamb and Gallup more and Schultz? They throw to Schultz a lot. Is Dak Prescott going to be able to flip the switch and finally get over that hump of the divisional round and make it to the conference championship? I don't know. But it really is all going to come down to if the Lions or the Cowboys want it more. And defensively, is Aiden Hutchinson going to play good? Is Micah Parsons going to play good? Is Diggs going to play good? Is Diggs even? I don't even know what's going on with Diggs. But my current pick, and if I get all of these right, which is no way I do, but if I get all these right, I win a large amount of money. Although there's a lot of other people doing this with me. I think I'm gonna go with the I think I'm gonna go, man. I think I'm gonna go Cowboys. They're gonna finally make it to their NFC Championship. And now, and I hate to have the 1 and 2 in a championship for both, but I feel like it's the right thing to do. These are the two best teams on both sides, and they both deserve it the most. Now you have Bills-Ravens. Can the Buffalo Bills finally do it? Now, Bills, I think, are great, but Baltimore is also very great. Now, on one hand, I don't know. This is another gut pick, right here, and this could honestly go either way. I don't even know how to explain it up to this point, but again, my gut's telling me Bills, but I know the Ravens are just what a team that is. But I feel like we have to go Bills here. It just feels right. Now, NFC. Mike McCarthy again, playing for his job at this point. But as we all remember what happened last time 49ers Cowboys played in the playoffs, Zeke was under center and they had like their whole entire team and wide out. It was something special. It was the worst play I've ever seen, honestly. And I think the right answer for this pick is the 49ers. And I'm going to have them because I think the San Francisco 49ers are... I think they're just a great team, and they have the best roster in the league by far. And I don't think anyone should be able to stop them. And my NFL champion, I have 49ers. I think they can do it. I think they have the team. And I think they will go all the way. Now, I don't know how many points will be scored in the total of all 13 games. I might have shot 2 over. I think I'm gonna lower it to like. I'm gonna lower it to like 682. That feels better than 717. You know what? I think we're gonna go 697. Alright. That is my official NFL bracket. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you next one. See ya.